Welcome back to Janitor channel. Alright, what is Shadowverse? Shadowverse is a card game similar to Hearthstone that uses many unique strategies to beat your opponent. In this game, there are rules that you need to learn in order to properly play and have fun with the game. This video will be a brief explanation on the rules, gameplay, leaders, and how to get many files at early game. The material that you need to make cards. Your legendary needs 3,500 per copies. Gold needs 800. Silver needs 200. While bronze just needs 50 HP. Each player has 20 HP or defense that is reduced each time a player attacks or using some effects. This HP or defense can be healed and sometimes can go over 20 with some effects. How to win? The first person who reduces their opponent's defense to 0 wins the game. However, there are also some unique win condition that wins the game without the need to reduce the defense to 0. The deck. Each player's deck consists of 40 cards. You can put up to 3 copies of each card, except if they are banned or limited. In a deck, you can only pick from the same class and the neutral card class. Hand card limit. Each player can only have 9 cards max in their hands. If you draw when you're at 9, it will be gone. It will be discarded. Reduced to atoms. Summon limit. Each player board can only have 5 cards on board. If your board is full, you can play any other card except spell. So be sure to not get locked, okay? It will be very painful. Rotation or unlimited. The difference between these modes are in rotation, you can only use the 6 latest card packs to play. While in unlimited, you can use all cards that have been rotated out and from rotation as well. So you can make everything. Only your creative imagination that will kill you. And you need so many files to do it. Gameplay. Beginning. Each player will have a random chance who goes first or second. If you go first, you will get 2 evolution points, and if you go second, you will get 3. And then the first player will draw 1, while player 2 will draw 2 cards. Before the game begins, each player will enter redraw phase, where they can put away some card that they want or not, up to 3 cards. Play points. Look at on the right side, there's that orb thing in there. Yeah, that's play point. Each turn, each player's play point orb will be increased by 1. It can be increased with a unique spell or follower effect. Play point is your resource to play card. You must calculate how many orbs you will use to play per turn, so you don't get any misplay. Haha. Evolve. Evolve allows you to upgrade your follower into their better form with Rush, except for some follower that gain Storm due to their effect. Usually they get +2 attack and +2 defense. Only some card that will get +1 attack and defense. It's probably all cards. What is Atomy? Your pure nightmare. Well, there we go. Let's go to the next one. Leaders. Leader. A leader is what differentiates classes or your deck class. In this game, there are currently 8 leaders with unique playstyles, which are the Forest Craft, Arisa, Sword Craft, Erika, Rune Craft, Isabel, Dragon Craft, Rowan, Shadow Craft, Luna, Blood Craft, Urius, Heaven Craft, Ares, Portal Craft, Yuan, Forest Craft. This deck class revolves around nature, such as elf, plants, and some animals. This deck class has unique mechanic with how many cards you have played this turn to activate some of its cards' effect. This class has many low-cost follower and spells. If that is your preferred playstyle, choose this class. but it's not recommended for beginners to play this class because it's hard to pilot. Swordcraft. This deck class revolves around aggro and fast, also pressure against all decks, usually knights and assassins, and some furies too. Hahaha. This deck class has commander and officer mechanic, which some card effects revolves around it. This deck can swarm your board with many followers, so don't forget to open your board or you will get screwed. You will get locked up. Except if you have some card that buff your own follower. If you prefer to pressure and aggro your opponent to death, this is your class. And it's pretty easy anyway. You can just pick this and everyone will just run away. This deck theme is Witch and Magicians. It's Runecraft, which we could predict that this will definitely be a spell deck. This deck class uses spells to help the deck with their unique mechanic called Spell Boost. Where if you play spells, the spell boost will upgrade the effect of that card, usually more damage and lower cost of some cards. This class has two types, Earthright Runecraft and Spell Boost Runecraft. Earthright uses Earth Sigil Amulet to activate its effect, depending on how many Earthright needs. If you like to annoy your opponent and play many spells, use this class. It's kind of for veteran. Dragoncraft. This deck theme is Dragon and Ocean Wildlife, which revolves around high risk, high reward cards. Whereas this deck has many big cost cards that can help you come back from defeat. This deck unique mechanic is called Overflow. It will automatically activate when your play points is greater than or equal to 7. Some cards in this deck needs you to get Overflow as fast as possible. Since it's Dragoncraft, you can increase your own play point orb with its unique spell and follower effect. If you like high risk, high reward, you should try this because it's beginner friendly too. And if you like dragon some shit, Shadowcraft. This deck class theme is creepy stuff, ghosts, skeleton, and zombies, which also revolves around a mechanic called Shadow and Necromancy. Shadow is the amount of card that has been destroyed this match. Necromancy X means how many shadow you will need to activate the necromancy effects of the followers or some spells. This deck has many tricks to win, like your worst nightmare, Atomy. But don't worry, he is only in unlimited. This deck is kinda beginner friendly. If you like crazy tricks, this is your class. Also, there's some burial rite which you can use to destroy your own card that you want to reanimate. What is reanimate you call? Well, reanimate is reanimate the highest cost of the number. Reanimate X, which means if the X is 10, you can reanimate 10. There we go. Alright, on to the next one. Bloodcraft. This deck class theme is Vampire and Demon, or even Succubus. It revolves around your defense or the damage you deal to yourself on your own turn. If you have dealt damage 7 times on your own turn, Wrath will activate automatically. When you draw 2 cards or more on your turn, Avarice will activate. When your defense drops to 10 or less, Vengeance will activate. This class is actually pretty annoying right now because of card called Parcelis. This is a beginner class, so it is recommended for new players. Heavencraft. This deck revolves around Amulet card. They have the most powerful Amulet card in game and pretty much can heal from the crisis. So if you like to heal and stall your opponent, when it is this deck class. Also, the theme is about priestess and sacred beasts. There's 2 types of Amulet card. First, normal Amulet, where you just play it and the effect will automatically activate it. Second one is Countdown Amulet. Countdown Amulet usually has their own countdown number, which will be decreased at the start of your turn by 1 and can be decreased by 2 or more with some specific cards from Heavencraft. And usually some countdown amulet has good last words. The last class. This deck class uses the ability called Resonance. It will activate when the amount of cards in the deck is even. This deck class has 3 types, alright? First is Resonance, where you draw until Resonance activate 10 times. The second one is Puppet Portal, where they play so many puppets to control the board and destroy your followers. Right now, Puppet Portal is not a big of a deal, so it's okay. The third one is your worst nightmare and the most played Portal Craft deck types. It's Artifact Portal, where they can fucking draw every time they play Artifact if they have the spell, but the spell is already rotated out. It got limited. This class is not beginner friendly, alright? Neutral card class. This class can be mixed into all classes. You can make a neutral deck, but it's not recommended. That's all for the leaders. And now let's go to the last topic of this video. How to get gold and Vial at early game. Or for beginners. First, pick one of the deck class that you want to build, alright? Do not go for 2 class at one account. It's a death sentence. After that, claim all card packs, draw the card packs from your crates, and then liquefy the one that you don't need. Other card class, just kill it. For neutral, just don't do it yet until the one that you don't need. After getting some Vial, go to practice match and fight all computer on difficulty Elite 1 to 3. You only have 2, by the way, in which every elite battle gives you 200 gold after being beaten. The total of gold that you can get is 3 times 7 times 200 plus 400, which is 4,600, around 46 card packs. You need 100 gold or rupees, we call it, because side games, to draw 1 card packs. So yeah, good luck out there, beginners. And if you have any question, just put it on the comment section. I will always look at it. I'm out.
してもらうわよ。